I'm joining this green color here. And in the opposite corner, this is the lower border. Here we're going to make the upper border. So join this color, chain 3. This counts as 1 DC. Make 1 DC into another HDC, 2, and then into the next HDC make 1 FPDC, yarn over, insert the hook from front to back to front, yarn over, and make an FPDC here. Now in the next stitch here, make 1 DC, and then in the next stitch 1 more DC, 2. So basically we are going to make every third DC as FPDC. So we have made chain 3, 1 DC into next HDC, then 1 FPDC, then 1 DC into the next HDC, another DC, and we'll make 2 more DCs here. So 1 and 2. Now firstly we made 2 DCs here and then 1 FPDC we made. Then here we have 4 DCs, normal DCs. Now we'll make 1 FPDC, yarn over, insert the hook from the front to the back to the front, yarn over, like this, make 1 FPDC. Then after every 4 DCs we'll make 1 FPDC. So in the next stitch until the count of 4 we'll make DCs, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and after this 4th DC we'll make 1 FBDC in the peach and this lower round below. So here like this we make FPDC. Again begin making 4 DCs, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and after 4th DC we'll make 1 FPDC here like this. This is how. This is not very clearly visible now, but in the upcoming rounds it will show up. So go ahead and make it until the very end. I'll see you at the end. And 4, and in the 5th one here we'll make 1 FPDC. I'm reaching the end now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and in this 5th one we'll make 1 FPDC. This is the 5th one, down below, 1 FPDC, then again 1, 2, 3, 4, and here in the next one we'll make 1 FPDC, and we have left with 1 and 2 DCs. So we began with chain 3 and began with making chain 3 and 1 DC in the next HDC. Then we made 1 FPDC in the round below, and then we made 1, 2, 3, 4 DCs normal into the HDCs of the round below, and then we made 1 FPDC in the HDC of round below like this. Then 4 DCs, 1 FPDC, 4 DCs, 1 FPDC till the end where we made 4 DCs, 1 FPDC, and lastly 2 DCs came up like this. So this completes the first round of border on the other side. Nextly I'm joining this shade here at the corner of this screen. So here in this corner I'm going to join this mauve color So insert the hook into the chain 3 and just pull up a loop. A little longer thread we need to leave so that it is secure, and chain 2. And in the next 5 DCs we'll be making 5 HDCs. So yarn over, begin counting. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Chain 2 and 5 HDCs in the upcoming 5 DCs. And now we'll be working our 1 triple crochet in this peach color here, down here, just below this 5th HDC made. Into the peach color here we'll make 1 triple crochet. So yarn over twice, and that will be an front post triple crochet. So insert the hook here, from front to back to front, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So it gives a pattern of this kind. Nextly, again we'll make 5 HDCs into the top of 5 DCs. Yarn over, into the next one, make 1 HDC. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And just below this 5th one there is this peach color HDC. We'll be making 1 triple crochet into this peach HDC. So yarn over twice, insert the hook from front to back to front, yarn over, pull the loop up, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the remaining 2 loops. So this is the kind of pattern that is emerging. Now again we'll be making 5 HDCs. Don't make this HDC one more time here, as we have already made 1 HDC here. Into the next stitch, 1 HDC. Count 1 from the next stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So having made this 5th HDC, yarn over twice, as we are going just below this HDC, from DC to the HDC line of this peach color, and we'll just make 1 HDC into this peach. 1 triple crochet here, FP, front post triple crochet, like this. Again 5 HDCs. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And below this 5 there is the peach, 5th peach. So we'll just yarn over twice and make 1 front post triple crochet into this. Again 5 HDCs. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And nextly we'll be making 1 front post triple crochet down below here in this very stitch. So this is the kind of pattern that is emerging. So this is the kind of pattern that is emerging. So just keep doing it till the end here. So let's do it. 2, 3, 4 and 5, and after this 5th HDC, down below here we will make 1 triple crochet, front post triple crochet into this peach shade. Again HDC 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and after this 5th one, yarn over twice, we'll be making 1 FPDC here in this peach one, triple crochet FPDC. So like this it is made. Again in the next stitch begin making the HDC 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and here down below this 5 into the peach shade we'll make 1 FPDC triple crochet. Again 5 HDCs, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then yarn over twice, and below here in the peach shade we'll make 1 front post triple crochet FPTC. Yarn over, begin making HDC 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 here, and yarn over twice, and here down below we'll make 1 front post triple crochet, and then here we'll simply make HDCs till end, 1, 2, 3 and the corner stitch here in the chain 3 like this. So this is how this thing has come. Nextly we'll make one more round with this shade. So chain 2 and turn, and here we will simply make 1 HDC at the top of every stitch till end. So let's begin. Yarn over, insert into the next stitch, make 1 HDC, into the next stitch, HDC 2, next stitch 1 HDC, into the next stitch, make 1 HDC, and we'll just keep making HDCs all round till end. I'll see you at the end. So I've reached the end and just making the last stitch into this chain 2, and this finishes the second row of purple as well. You can see how this border looks. This is the kind of pattern. Nextly I'm going to cut the thread here, and I'll join my green color into this very corner. So just cut it. So I've joined the green color in the corner. Now chain 2 and make 3 HDCs in the upcoming 3 HDCs. 1, 2 and 3. And now after making this, we can see this front post double crochet in the 3 rows below in the green color. Into this very FPDC we will be making 1 front post triple crochet. So yarn over twice, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 and yarn over, pull through 2. So we have made one front post triple crochet into this front post double crochet 3 rows below. Into the next 5 stitches we'll be making 1 HDC into each. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. The next wedge stitch. Just below this, the way we made here also we have one FPDC. Now yarn over twice and make one front post triple crochet into this front post double crochet. Now make 5 HDCs in the upcoming next 5 HDCs, 4 and 5. And now is the turn to make one FPTC in the FPDC 3 rows below. 5 HDCs, into 5 HDCs, and then make one FPTC into the FPDC of green color 3 rows below. We'll be following this pattern till the end of this row. 5 HDCs again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it's time to make one FPTC. Oh, I've reached the end, so make one HDC in the end and cut the thread. So here I have made one more face the same way we made this one together, and this is the bottom border for the purse, and we'll just hold the 2 faces like this together and sew the 3 sides to make it into a purse. So I have put the 2 faces in place with the markers on the 3 sides of the purse. The front faces facing outwards on both the sides, and the markers to hold the 2 faces in place. I'm joining the green color onto this corner, chain 1 and make 1 SC into the green. We are making SCs all over. Into the purple 2 SCs, into the green make 2 SCs, and then in the corner peach 1 SC. And now onto every HDC of the peach, holding the 2 faces together, make 1 SC in each and every stitch. Make sure that you hold the 2 faces tightly in place and make the stitches a little tight as well, so it comes clean on both the sides. See, on the other side also it's very clean. So keep the hand a little tight for the stitches. Into every HDC of the 2 faces below, make 1 SC. Make sure you insert your hook in the same place in every stitch, so it will come up clean on both the sides. A few more to go for the peach. In the corner peach, make one SC here. We have reached the corner, second last stitch, 1 SC. Into the very corner stitch, we'll be making 3 SCs. I'll just make one more. See how clean it has come on both the sides? We'll be making SCs all over on the orange side as well. I'll just put the markers to hold it in place. So one more SC in the corner. And then 1 SC into each and every stitch of the orange color, the same way we made onto the peach side. Keep the stitches a bit tight so it will come really clean. It's coming clean on both the sides. Keep making 1 SC onto every HDC of the orange color. And also make sure that you're holding the 2 faces properly in place. See how clean it is? We'll make SCs all through till the end, and then into the corner, and then come up on this side as well. So I've reached the end of the corner. In the corner, make 3 SCs. On to the last side, hold the 2 faces in place. In the orange one, make 2 SCs. 1 SC in the peach corner, and then 1 SC onto the each and every HDC of the peach color of both the faces held together. I have not sewn in the loose ends of the purse which were in the middle of the two faces, as they will be lying into the lining of the purse. So we need not secure them in. Making a tight knot is enough. Now I've reached the top the same way, making 1 SC at equal distances. This is how, making the SCs, we have actually made the purse. Sew it well. I'll just cut the thread from here and secure it.